But Signal is threatening to pull out of Canada. Now, Signal's an open source end-to-end encrypted messenger, and you might be wondering what the hell is going on. I thought that this is a safe platform. What's happening? And so let's talk about it. So pretty much Canada has put forward a bill called Bill C-22. Now, this is being proposed as something called lawful access legislation, which if you listen to this podcast, you know is a very subtle way of saying we want to access things that are encrypted. So Signal's vice president pretty much said we would rather pull out of the country than be compelled to compromise on the privacy promises we have made to our users. Pretty much, they're saying this could threaten encryption. It could also make private messaging services a potential target for cyber attacks. So this is something that can impact your security as well. When your encryption is at stake, and there's a way to break it, it makes it possible to break for everybody. There's no way to selectively break encryption for just one or two people. But it doesn't just impact messengers, because this bill requires telecom providers, internet companies, and other electronic service providers to make changes to their systems to give surveillance capabilities to police and the Canadian Security Intelligence Service to combat threats and criminal activity. I think what's quite interesting about this is these providers specifically, like telecom providers, internet companies, they already collect so much data, and it's already, based on my understanding, quite easy to access. So I think it's quite interesting how they're trying to get more. This is one of those situations where sometimes the companies are on the right side of things, even gasp Meta. But Apple and Meta have also spoken publicly about Bill C-22, and they also are saying this is not something we agree with. This could be really bad for encryption, not just for Canada, but broadly, right? This is forced metadata collection for messaging apps and could put encryption services in jeopardy, because this is, they say it right here, encrypted communication systems are a lifeline for human rights defenders, journalists, and dissidents around the world. So this is very important stuff. It's not just about Signal. It's not just about WhatsApp. It's not just about this. It's about your basic right to be able to communicate privately in the digital age, which still is possible right now, right? Like when you're using any of these end-to-end encrypted messengers, something like Signal, Session, SimpleX, etc., you are actually trying your best to recreate what a private conversation in your home with your family looks like in the digital era. And the fact that we have developed that technology is incredible. And the fact that they're trying to poke holes in that so that, oh yeah, we'll just poke holes in your door. So, at any point we can kind of try to listen in. That's not reassuring. That still makes it less safe. That means anybody can go and try to listen into your conversations if you have a hole in your wall. And so we need to be very careful with this. We've seen lots of countries try to come forward and propose these kind of, they say it's encryption neutral. That's a direct quote from one of the politicians in Canada. This is encryption neutral. But again, we've talked about this concept that data about data, aka metadata, is just as important as the encryption itself. So whether or not this actually targets encryption natively, if it starts requiring more metadata collection from these services, it's still a huge problem for users. Right now, all Signal collects about its users is when they first created their account and when they last logged in. And so if now they're forced to start collecting who's talking to who all the time, at what time, on which devices, from which IP addresses, now it's really easy to see who, exactly what's going on inside of this network. And the bigger kind of global picture of this, if you're not based out of Canada, is that if this starts getting passed in Canada, it's going to leak into other countries. This is why so many people are coming forward and going, we need to stop this right now. We just cannot have this become a thing, right? Like if a big, massive, if a major country pushes this forward, gets it through, and they get away with it, now they've set precedent for other countries to follow. And so even if you're not Canadian, this is a fight that you should still be a part of. Share this around with people you know. Talk about it, because a lot of people don't understand the way that these bills are put forward sound really noble, and they sound like they make a lot of sense, and they cover issues that everybody can get behind, like keeping children safe, stopping criminals. But there are some very nasty side effects that these politicians do or don't intentionally have as part of those bills and those laws.